Hey guys, how's it going? Like I say, it's Miles of the Matrix. I'm talking at the world from my perspective. That's all this is, really. And one of the experiences I'm having is constantly reintroducing myself to people. People seeing new versions of myself and having to deal with it. For example, the other day I seen a friend from high school because we share mutual friends who still keep in contact with each other, but I never really keep in contact with this person. This is a girl, by the way, a woman. And we're having like a little boat day thing for Juneteenth or whatever. Shout out to the Black Americans. What I experienced was this girl was used to a certain version of me. And, I've been in this version of myself for a few years now. So you kind of get used to yourself, and your friends get used to you too. So it's like no big deal. But this person hadn't seen me in about at least 3, 4 years. You know what I'm saying? It's been a while, but we went to high school, so we always have that remembrance. And she's just like, wow, Miles, like, I don't know, there's just something about you, it's so different, like, from how you were before. I know when I see God working in someone's life, and before she brought up God, she's just like, oh, there's just something so different about you. And I'm pretty raw and honest with people. I'm not like the kind of person where it's like, I'm going to skate around the truth. You know me as one way. I was more feminine to the world in this society. Now I present, compared to how I was before, I'm more masculine presenting, I guess, energetically. Because the thing is, it's a physical thing, but it's also an energetic thing too that people are sensing with me. So, yeah, it is that physical appearance, but let's be real, I still have the same face for the most part. But it's an energetic thing also that I'd say the guys around me are experiencing, but I'm really noticing it with the women friends I've had over the years. I feel like it makes them uncomfortable that they find me attractive. That's just basically what I'm picking up on. It's kind of like one of those curse of bisexuality things, especially when you started one way, which is just being plain old gay, and then realizing that you're actually bisexual. But I always was bisexual. I just stopped embracing that side because it felt like I had to pick a side. She finds out I'm into girls also. People talk. And so, yeah, I'm like, yeah, I started embracing my masculine side more. And yes, I have experienced the other gender now on a more sexual basis. So there has been these certain changes within me, and I've been expressing myself in certain ways that are different to how you're used to experiencing me. And she's just like, yeah, I love that. Like, there's just this light in you, like, it's so different. I'm proud of you, like, and I appreciate that. And she was coming from a good place, but this is from her perspective. She's experiencing the world from her perspective, so I'm fine with that, And I really got what she was putting down, but that's when it starts to get weird. It's kind of like when I say, it's like they can't fathom bisexuality, because I said also, you know, women also and men, but they don't really hear that part. They just go right back to the, oh wow, like, you're so different now. Like, oh, are you gonna get married to a woman? Absolutely not. It's kind of like they kind of completely forget about the part where you said you're still into guys too. And they just want you to be for them. Because a lot of these women, they want you to be for them. Even if they're not going to date you, they want you to be a team woman. They want you to not see the beauty in men anymore. Because, oh, wow, you got, some pussy. So that means you're fully converted now, right? You're on the normal side of things now, right? It's like, no, I did also say men too, but I just let her go on in her happiness for my changes or whatever. But the energy she was giving me, shit, I feel like I could have taken her in the boat. But that's just the vibe I was getting. It's the curse of bisexuality. It has to be this or it has to be that. And I noticed that's how human beings see things. And I feel like people like us, guys like me, we can help the world see that it doesn't have to be just this or that in life. It can be, like I say, you don't always have to tell the same stories you always told about yourself. You can become something else if you want to, and you have the ability to. I chose a certain pathway. Like I wanted to change my external appearance and upgrade my internal energy too to something else that I haven't experienced yet, you know? But I wanted that time with my feminine, and now I want my time with my masculine. I've become a well rounded man, who's embraced both sides. However, society's still very rigid, and I was experiencing that rigidity through my dear friend here, who was just so shocked at all the changes I've made within myself. And like I say, it's a physical appearance, but it's also an energetic appearance too, because if I still had the same energy that she was used to experiencing, but a different physical, she probably wouldn't have said the same thing she was saying, but she can tell I'm on a different wavelength. And I do like to appeal to both genders, so I think that's also what she was experiencing too. The curse part comes up with constantly having to explain to people, like, hold on now, I still like guys. I still like a nice muscle or fat, juicy man butt. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get it twisted. Like, I like the P, but I like the D too. It's not one or the other. This is just something I've been experiencing. I hadn't experienced something like this in a while. Because, like I say, I haven't seen this girl in years. It's been at least 3 or 4 years since I've seen her. So she was really getting a full experience of me. And I could tell her energy towards me was completely different. I'm I'm not a clairvoyant or whatever. I think the term is clairsentient. Is that what I don't know. The type of clear I experience is the clear feel. Whatever when you feel into things deeply, or you feel things, that's the clear power that I have. Like there's clairvoyance, clairsentience, clear audio. I'm a feeler. And 4 years ago when we did a boat, I felt that I irritated her. I felt that now when I'm looking back at it, I'm thinking, huh, maybe she thought I was a waste of a man, or another black man who's weak and feminine. You know what I'm saying? And now it's like a completely different thing I'm feeling into her. It's almost like, yeah, she's proud of me, but also it's like the feeling of like, wow, I could be attracted to him. And I think that's when people get triggered and confused. And I'm sure my friends have had to experience this, like my lady friends, because some of my lady friends were close. And so now that I've opened this kind of pathway within my brain, one day I realized women were attracted to me, and then I started to become more attracted to them. That's basically what happened. And so ever since then, I've noticed the women in my life, the friends in my life, they've been a little, not uncomfortable, but things have changed, things have shifted. I'm not getting invited to all the girl stuff anymore. All the girls' night plus miles, that doesn't happen anymore, which is fine. It's part of the experience. It's pretty cool also, I don't mind it. But yeah, the curse of bisexuality and embracing masculinity, whether you're bisexual or homosexual. What can I say?